Hello everybody, Jimmy here. I want to talk to you about an impending disaster that could happen to this town, Wayne. I don't know if you all realize, but by the golf course at the end of Valley Road, where it meets Riverview, right by the Shell station, that road that goes along the golf course, there's a lot of buildings there that are commercial buildings that are paying taxes to the town, and some of them are vacant. Well, there's a builder that would like to build 422 units of housing there, 1 bedroom, 2 bedroom, and 3 bedroom, and would add over 900 parking spots, for cars for the people that live there. Think about it, 900 cars that would be polluting this town more and more. What about your kids? Would it be harder to breathe down the road for them? Would they develop lung problems? I sure hope not. But the environmental impact, there's already wetlands behind those buildings. What about the little fishies? What about the little frogs? What about all the other wildlife that is back there, and the land that helps keep the air fresh and everything? Every morning it seems like I could drive down Valley Road and there'd be a dead deer along there because they're overpopulating the town. If they did all this construction there, all the animals that live back there are going to have to come somewhere, which would create a bigger problem for us. That's the environmental part. Now look at the business part. First of all, the buildings would be high rises, so we would need probably a hired fire department with bigger trucks and everything. Now the builder could say, well, I'll pay for some of the cost up front. But what about long term? Those people would want pensions and everything at the end, okay? And we don't get the tax. Every time somebody in those 422 apartments, they call for services, whether it's 911 or the school, they're the same burden as anybody that owns a house. But in a house, we're paying $13,000 in taxes a year plus. These people would pay a fraction of that. So eventually they're going to be a burden on every other taxpayer in this town that already owns a house. I don't think that's fair. So we're going to be supplementing the builders' rentable apartments down there. That does not make financial sense to me, and at some point will probably push me, that living in this town for 25 years, out of the town because I can't afford the higher taxes. And if you look at all the other business related things, the maintenance of pipes, sewerage and everything else, and as the town grows slowly and we got to build a bigger plan for the sewerage and more piping and everything, it's all going to be on the burden of the homeowners that are already paying very high taxes. So we got two big problems. Okay, we got the environmental impact, okay, and the business part of it. And when you have a business deal, there's two things. Either both parties could walk away pissed off, or both parties could walk away that they got a good deal. The only good deal would be for the builder of these properties, not for the average homeowner in Wayne. I need you to call the mayor. I need you to call the town council, okay, and tell them this is not a good deal for Wayne. We don't want the environmental impact. We don't want the financial impact. I'm going to do more videos and let you know about what's going on there. You could look at some of the newspapers like The Record. It's called the AvalonBay application in Wayne. And this is the same builder that built the 500 units that were, I believe, in Edgewater, that burnt down because they were made of wood. Think about that. If we had a bad fire like that in town, what would we do with all those families that had to leave that area? This is a no-win situation for the good citizens that already planted their roots here for a long time in Wayne. If a builder came in and maybe wanted to put up $1 million houses, okay, that would be less of a burden for the town and everything. It might be a good thing. But we're still getting tax dollars from the commercial property there. And think about this one last thing. If we still have the commercial property there and the economy gets better in New Jersey, which at some point with a new president, the economy will probably start to grow again. The people that we would put in those buildings would be bringing in taxes instead of being a burden on us as far as more taxes. That makes a lot of sense. You don't want me to run for mayor, okay, but I might have to throw my name into the hat because I will do my best to protect the citizens of this town from higher taxes. I'll talk to you all soon. God bless America, and please, God, watch out for the people of Wayne. We're good, law-abiding citizens. I'll talk to you all soon. Bye now, Jimmy.